Hey my friends, today we will be talking about the signs that a sacred mystical power is awakening within you. So what it means, a sacred mystical power, it's the power that our ancient ancestors were talking about, the great connection between everything. The mystical force which is connecting all of us together. Or if we go into science, a mystical force which is connecting all atoms together in the whole creation. If we can learn to communicate with that force, we can use it for our own benefit. We can use it for healing. We can use it for manifestation. We can use it to heal relationships or to change certain circumstances on the world. So what are the signs that that mystical power is awakening within you? Usually when we start expanding our awareness, when we awaken ourselves to the level of understanding that we are not the victims of our lives, but rather that we are the creators. Once we become aware that we are the creators, we start to awakening that mystical power because we become more aware of it. So the greatest secret here is that this mystical power is within all of us, but you can only use it consciously once you become aware of it. We are actually constantly using it because all our lives are the manifestations of our thoughts, actions, behaviors, and emotions. But if we're not aware of that, all the creative processes happening unconsciously. So today we will be talking about signs that you can recognize in your life that you are awakening that power within you. So you are becoming more conscious of it and you are starting to using it for your benefit. And when I'm saying your benefit, it means benefit of all. You know, if we say that we want to manifest greater connection in the world, or more kindness, more compassion, we are using it for the benefit of all, because there is a greater potential within all of us, and there is a greater potential in the society, but we need to see it. We need to see that we are not here to destroy everything. We are here to learn about everything, so we can find the value within everything. Once we understand the value, we will cherish it and we will look on it as it is sacred. And most people don't know yet how to cherish their lives. What is the value of life? What is the value of an idea? What is the value of a fresh breath? What is the value of a light of the sun? And so on. So let's cherish that for a moment. So the first sign that you are awakening that ancient mystical power is that you're not feeling separated from things anymore. It's a great realization. When we become aware that we are connected to everything, you can walk outside on a fresh field of grass, barefoot, and you feel connected with all the trees. You feel connected with Mother Earth and Father Sky, and you feel one with everything. As same as you're communicating with people, and when you sense that emotional coherence, when we're talking about certain similar experiences that happen in our lives, we feel that connection between us. Or sometimes we're thinking about certain person and just at that moment that person calls us on our phone. That's the connection that we're talking about. And once we feel connected with everything, we feel that we are all part of one, that we are not separated. If we are not separated, we will cherish everything. We will appreciate everything because everything is a part of me. Everything is a part of you, and that's a great connection. That's what our ancient ancestors have understood. That we are the nature. So let's live with the nature. Let's do things which can be beneficial for all. Let's share something which can help all to evolve. The second sign is that you are less identified by ego, but more identified by your heart's feeling. This one is powerful because we are not identifying ourselves so much anymore by what we've achieved, who we are, what we are doing, but rather how we feel deeply in our hearts. Because our hearts are generating the strongest electromagnetic fields, which are connecting all of us together, which are affecting on every atom of the existence according to quantum physics. So once we understand that everything is connected, we will pay attention to our feeling in the heart. And if you're paying more attention to your feeling in your heart, it's because you're becoming more aware of that mystical power, and maybe you're just coming across that understanding that better you feel, better you give, and better you receive. So once we awaken and generate greater feelings, let's say feeling of connection, feeling of love for people or for humanity or for nature, when we feel that feeling in our hearts, we feel one with everything, and that's what we are giving, an energy of oneness to impact the world, to feel more connected with the world, with the universe, with the whole existence. So if you feel that way, if you're identifying yourself by that greater feeling within you, it means that that energy within you is rising and you are becoming more aware of it. The third sign is that you're going from lack state of being to a fulfilled state of being. And it means that you're not so often in lack state anymore. Because lack state is again a state of separation. When we are separating ourselves from what we want to have, and we rather generate that energy within us of fulfillment. I feel fulfilled not by words but by feelings, by emotions in the body. If we are raising that energy, it's a great vibrational signature of having a fulfilled life, being fulfilled. And that's the moment when we start manifesting more of that, when we start manifesting healing in the bodies. Because once the body starts vibrating in that fulfilling energy, everything will be fulfilled. Cells in the body will be fulfilled, organs in the body will be fulfilled, and that's the healthiest state that can be in the body. So if you feel more often that you're generating that state of fulfillment, which is a conscious choice, if you're consciously generating that state of fulfillment, it's a great sign that you're awakening that mystical power within you. The next sign is that you feel more often joy and gratitude. It's actually quite obvious. When we feel fulfilled, we will feel nothing else but joy, and we will be grateful for that joy, we will be grateful for that feeling. So everything is coming hand in hand, and this is truly powerful. So if you're feeling joy and gratitude more often, even if it is happening randomly, it's even greater. It's a great manifestation of changes that you're working on yourself. If you feel that way, it's a sign that that mystical force, the power, is rising within you. And the last sign that I will mention here today is that you are seeing connection between events in your life. So this one is important because, as I mentioned before, once we start looking on life as everything is connected, we will see that, well, the events that we are experiencing, they probably need to be connected with my actions and behaviors. And if my actions and behaviors are coming from the way I think and the way I feel, then I can see a great cycle which is constantly repeating, and that's the reason why I'm constantly manifesting similar events in my life. So if you have started seeing those kind of connections in your reality, it's a great sign that power is rising within you. The energy of connection, a great mystical force, which we finally are becoming more and more aware of it. Scientists are calling that the divine matrix. The divine matrix is a web of life on which everything is connected. And if everything is connected, it means that you are living life which is part of that connection. And we can actually communicate with that web of life by awakening the feeling within our hearts, which we were talking before. So to awaken a certain and precise feeling, to get into the direct contact with that great intelligence, we need a clear intention of what we want to achieve or what we want to create or manifest. Clear, precise thought pattern, clear, precise idea about what we want. And we need to support that idea with emotions as it has already happened. Why it is important? Because everything in the reality is happening in the now moment, in the present moment. So if we want to experience it, if we want to manifest it, we need to create an electromagnetic vibration as it is already present. That's how we awaken feeling in our hearts, and that's when we start communicating with that force. So we need a clear and precise intention, and we need to support that clear intention with an elevated emotional state which we will feel when it will happen. For example, if you would like to manifest that relationship, how would you feel if it would already happen? And if you now can visualize exactly being in that moment with that special person, maybe you're holding that person for hand, maybe you're hugging that person, maybe you're walking somewhere outside, how would you feel? How would you feel if you would already be there, if it would be happening right now? And once you can feel it, place all your attention into your heart and generate even stronger feeling of feeling it. That's how we can communicate with that force, and that's how we can use that mystical power which is giving life to all. Now we are becoming conscious of how to designing our lives with that power that we all have within. So this is it for today, my friends. I'm sending you all love, blessings, and power. Have a beautiful day and see you soon. One love.